Yes, sir. We're back again with another episode of From Downtown. Today is April 12th, 2024. It's a great fucking Friday. And we're going to jump straight into MLB baseball. Rest in peace, my dog OJ. He didn't do it. It was never his fault. We should always get over this shit. You know, when people fucking innocent, they innocent. So stop fucking going into the shit. Rest in peace, OJ, man. But thinking about the shit that we said yesterday for baseball, we were kind of on the money, except for the fact that I didn't realize the Orioles had 5 to 6 left-handed hitters on that lineup, and they didn't spank the Red Sox ass. But it's like in the later innings, like in the eighth inning, it started to show. Cause I think Gunnar Henderson went opposite field and hit that bitch over the green monster, and then I think it was Cowser had fucking got the home run. That's another lefty, who's a bench player who probably should even be playing as well as he is throughout this series. Hit a fucking game winning home run. So I mean, at the end of the day, I felt like we were definitely on the money with that one. We weren't on the money with the fact that Boston's bullpen would be so ass going into the seventh and eighth inning. Like I said, I thought Boston would win that game. I thought they would at least cover the 1.5, the plus 1.5, if they did lose. But like I said, like they just started hitting crazily. And the thing as a Orioles, as watching the Orioles come from what they came from, like I'm not even mad. The Red Sox definitely going to be the bottom of the AL East. Probably like last year was, but with a better, I want to say a better, more in-depth pitching room, or pitching staff. You know, you got young guys like Bello, but then you definitely have those old guys that should be out there, I guess, getting you out. It's Tanner Houck. Shit, I'm trying to think about it. Somebody else, Garrett Whitlock. Like, those are older guys in the MLB that should be able to get you outs and not allow a team to put up 7 to 8 runs every time they come out onto the fucking bump. So today, looking at we talked about it yesterday, the Twins and the Tigers. I kind of spoke ahead too soon. Tyreek Schoolball is on the mound tonight for the Tigers, and last time we had him for 10 strikeouts, and he got 9 against the Athletics. So I think that tonight he has another big game, but going up against the Twins, Twins really have timely hitters. I'm tripping. Carlos Correa, Byron Buxton. Jose is definitely with the Guardians. I don't even know why I called his name. But thinking about that, I think Tyreek gets like 6 to 7 to 8 strikeouts. That pushing that 9-10 range is going to be a lot for tonight. It's just, like, they just have too many good hitters over there in Minnesota. So I think that they find a way to put it together to string a few hits together, which fucks up his Ks. So other than that, I think, like I said yesterday, Pablo Lopez has a good game. So this is definitely an under type of game, and I know the number right now, it shouldn't be over 8. So I think that if you can catch it right now while it's under 8 before it gets down to 7 and 6, when the game starts, I think you'll be in a better position. Only thing that could really fuck me up here, I feel like, is a lot of first inning scoring out of these two teams. I think if they played 12 games so far, I think the Tigers have had the bases loaded in at least 3 of those games in the first inning. I think one time they scored 2 runs in the first, but it's not many times they've scored in the first, but they've always had people on base in the first. So just depending on how Pablo Lopez allows contact tonight, I think Detroit can definitely cover their spread more than likely. But I would definitely stay under here. I think I'm more adamant with the fact that the under could happen more than the Tigers keeping it close in a win. So next game that I really wanted to talk about for tonight was the Braves and the Braves and the Marlins. Yeah, I was about to say the Braves and the Rockies, but they're not playing them. The Braves and the Marlins. Max Fried and Tyler Rogers on the mound. Max Fried should definitely have a big game tonight. If anybody could go for the strikeout, like your highest strikeout pitcher, I definitely would put Max Fried for tonight. I left it with electric shit, like a 6-pitch repertoire. I mean, the Marlins are fucking the bottom of the barrel right now. I think they've only won 1 game so far, 2 games. So the hitting for them is going to be very hard against this fucking Max Fried. I just think we have a big game tonight out of Max Fried, since he's now the ace, with Spencer being out. So I think that he shows his dominance, and you can take his outs or his Ks. Whatever his Ks is at, I would be very good taking it. I don't give a fuck if that bitch was at 8.5 right now. I think I will put him up there with the people that can get double-digit strikeouts for the night. last game that I really wanted to talk about before I hop into NBA basketball, before we end this one, is the Mets against the Royals. The Royals are coming in hot. I think they've won the last 3 out of 5. They got like an 8-3 record, and you know us, we are definitely terrible. I think we're like 6-7 right now. Middle of the pack, damn, they're trying to get back to 500. But we got Luis Severino on the mound tonight, so I think he kind of keeps our game respectable for our hitters to show up. But like I said yesterday and the days before, we don't really find ways to manufacture runs. The game yesterday to me was a fluke against the Braves. Fucking Tyrone Taylor got a grand slam in the bottom of the top of the ninth. So we were just fucking running the score up on them yesterday, and I don't feel like that will ever happen to another team again this year. Our way to manufacture runs is fucking terrible. We have to do gimmicky shit. We have to steal. We have to bunt and run. We have to be able to move people over from second to third, just to make sure that we get somebody in. Like, I think that might have been the first game of our season to where we got over 8 runs or 7 runs. Like, we don't really get that many runs this season, and I'm not going to be surprised when Pete Alonso has to walk. Like, nobody wants to fucking come back to a team where we can't really hit the fucking ball, or you're not even in position to let me get an RBI to get my stats up. So, other than that, I think tonight we keep the game close, but I do think that the Royals beat us at home. The Royals are definitely one of the best young teams that fucking in baseball right now. Definitely not shocked that they're at the top of their division. Other than the fact the Twins are at the bottom of that bitch. I mean, those are like the two total opposites for me. But I just can't go against Bobby Witt, Michael Walker, Cole Reagans. Like, they really have great players in Kansas City that could find a way to string wins together to at least make them a playoff team this year, I guess, or at least a wild card. Yeah, but that's all I have for MLB baseball for tonight. College baseball has definitely been a up and up, so I want to see how Friday is going to go for a lot of the SEC teams that's playing this weekend before I speak too soon. So I'm going to skip college baseball for today. Probably just put something on Instagram later. But we're going to go straight to the NBA, where I have 3 games that I would like to talk about. Starting off with the Nets at the Knicks. The Nets are plus 11.5 going against the Knicks tonight. That's the only reason that I have this game down tonight, is just for the fact that I think that the Knicks are going to win out to keep their 3rd seed. I think they're in the best. I think they're in 2nd or 3rd. So it's like, I think they're in the best position right now to go up against the likes of, I guess, like the Hawks or somebody along the line of shit. You're not seeing Milwaukee till the 2nd, 3rd round. You're not seeing the Cavs till, you might see the Cavs the 2nd round. But I'm trying to think about what low East team would they actually be playing. And I'm thinking it might be like the Pacers. It might be somebody who started off hot and then just couldn't keep it up. So tonight, I think the Knicks fuck around and blow the fucking Nets out of here. Like, it's going to be a game to where you see like dominance of New York, and that's the fucking Knicks right now. So not even gonna spend too much time on that. I think Brunson has a great game. I think DiVincenzo, with the fact that Cam Thomas definitely doesn't move his feet laterally to keep in front of people. So I doubt they put him on Jalen Brunson. If he goes on Dante DiVincenzo, Dante could definitely go for 15, 20, 25, that type of range. Next game that I want to talk about is the Nuggets at the Spurs. Spurs are plus 11 again at home. Over under right now is kind of high. I don't really want to talk about those over and unders, but the two teams right now, don't think about the teams from before. Don't think about how they played in the past. Think about the Spurs, how they played this Monday. Think about how close they played the Grizzlies compared to all the other games that they really had. Like, I think we kept the game close to like the fourth. We don't want to say the Grizzlies, but I mean, like, we kept the game close to like the fourth quarter, and then Wemby just took over, and we couldn't fucking keep up. But the Nuggets have Jokic, so at the end of the day, I feel like the Nuggets should win this game, but I don't think it'll be a blowout. I really don't think it'll be a blowout. The Spurs are playing some of the best basketball right now, and it's, even though it's at the wrong time, well, not necessarily the wrong time. I think they wanted to fucking tank to get a better guard for Victor, but I feel like they are playing some great basketball. Like, shit, they're trying to win. They're actually trying to win. Like, that's the fucked up part about it. I feel like they're out there playing to win, and I mean, going forward and pushing past teams like the Nuggets, like the Grizzlies, like the fucking Lakers. I think they played they played like the Rockets Monday, the Mavericks Monday. Like those teams are going to be tough teams that you're going to have to beat. And right now, the young Wimpy, the young GOAT, the young alien is looking like one of the best players we have in the league right now. So I think tonight he shows that. I think we get about 29 to 30 minutes out of him. Later into the season, Pop started to play him more, I guess, just to let him get his wind under him. But other than that, I think the Spurs keep this game closer than what the books say. But I do think the Nuggets win the game. Last game that I want to talk about for the rest of the night is the Pels at the Warriors. The Pels are actually... yesterday I think I misspoke. I think I said they were like a 6 seed. The Pels are a 6 seed. I'm tripping. It's a top 5 in the West, and then the Pels. The Pels are definitely could be pushing Dallas for that 5th spot. But I do feel like tonight is a game for the Warriors more than the Pels. And thinking about the implications of the playoffs and the teams that the Warriors probably would want to face, I think the Warriors would rather take that 10 spot and play twice, play the 8, and then come back around and have to play again to stay in that bitch. I think the Warriors would rather that. But honestly, it's going to be a lot for the Pelicans to me to win this game going off of back-to-back. They were already on the West Coast, so it didn't really matter. So they're not moving that far from Sac to Golden State. But I think that the fact that, no BI, I just think the Warriors need the game more. I just feel like it's gonna come down to that. The Warriors need the game more, and they're gonna play harder than the Pels. And like I said, every time we talked about the Pels, if a game means something, I feel like they don't really show up. So at the end of the day, I feel like we're going to have a good game out of Curry. We might see another big game out of Zion. He looked fucking so imposing that I feel like he can't get tired doing the shit he was doing. Like it was like he wasn't even expending energy in a way to which he could get tired this game, but be too tired to play for this game. He led that team, of course, last game, but it's like shit, he gonna have to lead that motherfucker again. But at the end of the day, I feel like that's the only NBA games for tonight that I feel like have any playoff implications or anything to do with moving forward going into next week and the week after, when the playoffs do start. Yeah, so that's basically all we have today for From Downtown. Our episodes will definitely be uploaded to the YouTube daily from now on. The Instagram will have our highlights and clips. So if you ever want to see the full videos and not just get the highlights of each sport that I talk about, come on over to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow.